Ian.
Dave.
Ian, I threw a check engine light on my Fiat 500 Abarth less than 1 mile from my house on the way to pick you up for tonight's event.
That's fitting.
The whole time we were here, I was like, don't look at the dashboard. Don't look at the dashboard. I didn't want you to see it.
I didn't notice it. Do we know what's wrong?
I do not know. Okay. Yeah, I did pull the code. Mm-hmm. It is one of the non-scary codes.
Okay.
P1CEA.
Oh, my favorite. I don't know what that means.
Old P1CEA.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if there was any indication as to how tonight is going to go, started with the check engine light, everybody.
Oh, yeah, everybody. Should we acknowledge that there are other people in the room with us this time?
We have guilted 6 people into listening to us. If you're going to play with our toys, you have to stay for our show.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. See, we did the smart thing of like, here's what you're going to do. We're going to do the fun stuff first, and then you have to do your homework last. And that always works.
Yes. Right? No child ever skips out on the homework.
No.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, friends, for coming to celebrate our 500th episode.
Yeah.
Yay! Compliments. Don't know how to do them. Yeah, you threw an actual check engine light. I threw an emotional check engine light because I spent the whole day chaperoning a first grade field trip to the zoo. So I am wiped.
I want none of that.
I am running on fumes. I pre-staged a beer for myself.
If there was with the Fiat, I clear the codes and just pray they don't come back. Yep. For your emotional state, is it the same thing? Is beer the thing that clears the OBD
clear
codes?
the code. Right here.
Okay.
That's how we do it.
Yeah. Anything notable happen?
Well, I told you there was one girl in my group who was pretty quiet the whole time, and we went through the building with the fish, and she had quiet the whole time. This is probably an hour into the thing. She said 2 words, and then we got to a tank that had a big lobster in it, and she went, "I'm gonna eat you." It was amazing.
First graders, man.
Yeah,
love it. That was fantastic. Yeah.
I think we should kick things off right away with a game.
Yes.
We will take a volunteer. If anyone would like to come up and play a game with us, we're going to do... Thank you, Meredith.
There we go.
That was not planned. It was planned. I told Meredith she had to volunteer.
I just like games.
Yeah.
Can I talk on this mic?
Yes. And
once
you should
turn it up. There you
introduce yourself to the listeners.
Hello, listeners. I'm Meredith.
Yeah. How do we know each other?
I was on your Lemons team.
Yes.
Heck yeah. That team taught me how to change an engine. Which, speaking of, I had a check engine light as well on my way here.
No way. It's spreading. Yeah. You all be careful going home. Yeah.
You're all going to catch it.
Yeah. Take an Uber so it happens in someone else's car.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a license plate game.
Oh, no.
This is so this is a game.
Oh, no, for Meredith. I agreed to do this. Instant regret. Yeah.
This is a game we play on the show. Basically, we get 3 license plates, 3 cars with the license plates blacked out, and then we get the text of the license plates, and you have to match the text of the vanity plate to the car. This really rewards generalization and stereotyping. It's amazing how well it works.
If there is a Cybertruck, I'll win.
Yeah. We're going to start with an easy one. This is a music based one. So these are our music fans, and we do everything in co-op mode on this podcast. So you and Dave are playing together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put this together. So
it's us versus Ian.
Basically, I put the game together.
My life.
And then you guys.
I'm so ready. You're going down.
Who are we doing this against?
I'm so accustomed to being your teammate. I'm so ready to take it down.
Yeah. Okay. So I have not seen this before. So if you could.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Oh,
this one's called "Let Me Tell You About My Favorite Band." All right, so Meredith.
Oh God.
Here's what we got. So tell the people what we see. It's hard to see.
It is so hard
a little
to
bit.
see. We got top one, a Pontiac. No.
We have a Porsche Panamera GTS.
Correct, in red.
I don't think that one is the Swiftie.
Okay, and then we've got...
That one is skanking. That one is skanking.
Oh, okay.
Nissan Pathfinder.
Yeah.
with some decals. We'll do some zoomies and enhancies. in a
Yeah.
second.
Okay.
And then a Subaru Legacy in blue.
Yes.
Subaru.
Thank you. Context is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, good spot, Eric.
That's
Okay.
the Swifty.
Were they going quickly in the HOV lane? No. Did they have a very different definition of the word express than I do? Yes. Right. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So, gut take.
Okay, so I just want to. So the license plates we have are Swift 13,
Yeah.
Skankin, and
'em
whoop
up,
times
pick 'em
2.
up.
I'm assuming is supposed to be said out loud as whoop whoop, but I'm sure it was whoop times 2 on the license plate.
It's that's the text. That's the actual
Yeah.
text of the license plate. But yes, I read that as also
Whoop whoop.
whoop whoop.
Well, I was going to say, how would you say that if you were very excited, Ian?
I would say whoop whoop.
Okay.
That's what I would say. But someone who is maybe into the band ICP might say whoop whoop.
Yeah, there you
Right?
go.
And then
Yes.
spray you with Faygo.
How great would it be if we found out you were a closeted juggalo this entire time? You just go home and put on the face makeup.
It would explain your
I put
sense
it
of
on to
belonging.
go to sleep.
Yes. Okay, so
Wake up
Meredith,
refreshed.
gut take. Any of
Okay.
these standing out to you?
So
I have one.
I
Yeah.
think the Subaru is Swift 13 because I know that people of all genders can own Subarus, but women love them.
Okay. Okay,
I also think
ladies
it's-
be loving them Subarus.
I read that as Swifty.
Swifty.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I'm sure actually it's probably supposed to be. But 13 is Taylor Swift's lucky number, so I just.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know
It's
that.
almost like you need a girl in the room. Just saying.
We do.
Yeah, so Swift
Okay.
13, I would say that's the Subaru.
Can you just imagine like the amount of Taylor Swift they're listening to in their untinted windows in the Colorado sun, just baking?
I am actually quite disappointed in the lack of glitter,
Oh, okay.
but
yeah.
but none of these cars have glitter, so
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some pretty sweet decals on the Pathfinder.
Yeah, and I have a gut take on the Pathfinder, but yeah, I'm
go ahead.
It has to be skankin'. I mean, it just has to.
Yeah.
There's a Fat Records sticker. There's no effects isn't ska, but there's
Yeah.
right.
So here's my.
And there's people skanking next to the license plate.
I just want to point out.
Yeah.
Point out to the people at home and the people here that means that you are saying that a juggalo is driving a Porsche Panamera GTS.
They have to drive something.
That's what we're saying.
I can.
I saw a Deadhead sticker on a Cadillac, and then I saw a Juggalo license plate on a Porsche.
You know, juggalos are getting older and they are parenting.
Yeah.
So they need.
Okay.
There's there's a Juggalo web developer that is doing very well, right? They can afford tickets to go to the, what is it? What's the Juggalo festival?
Oh,
The Festival of the Juggalos? Is that what it's called?
It's the Gathering of the
The
Juggalos.
Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yes.
I would actually say that because juggalos, like the whole point is like the community and like finding your place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense that someone who may not make friends as easily, like a nerd, would have a nice car and also be a juggalo.
And
Now-
find community.
I think that's a Porsche owner's. Oh wait. Is that? Oh, you're right.
I think you're right. I do think it is a Porsche Owners Club. Thank you.
Or is
Other
that
Ian.
a Grateful Dead emblem?
Is this a
It
fully
might be a
music
Grateful Dead
theme?
album.
Is this a fully music?
Emblem.
Oh, you did say it was music.
Yeah.
And this is at a car wash. They are washing their Porsche Panamera
with
in
the rear wing up? With
in a
the rear wing
drive-through
up.
wash. Yes.
Having
For
money-
downforce, you need downforce in the automatic wash.
How many
having
people
money
see
doesn't
that
mean
and
you're
like their
smart.
eye just twitches? going
I
through
know
the
you
car
did
wash?
that on purpose.
Yeah. Right? You're not going over 60 miles an hour. You hit the thing to make the wang go up.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what this car says to me?
What's that?
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
I agree. I am with you. I think you nailed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we ready to see the answers?
I think so.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh God, I have to go into the answers folder.
Do it.
Ooh, I'm so nervous.
It's
Honestly, it'd be kind of cool if the Swifty was driving the Porsche.
there. Right?
Be
Why
nice.
not?
I could
Yeah.
do.
Guys,
Because you have to
I
be
have-
rich to go to her fucking.
I have good
Mariah.
news. You guys nailed it.
Crushing it.
You guys nailed it.
Heck
Thank
yeah.
you to our listener Mariah who sent us whoop whoop on the Panamera. I've been waiting for the right thing for so long
Yeah.
to match that up with.
So
But
can your listeners see this?
Yes.
if they watch the YouTube stream, yes.
Oh. I'm not on a stream right now, am I?
Yes. Oh, well, now you see where you're missing out. Thank you, Meredith.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
thank you.
welcome. Thank you
Meredith.
for having me.
Yes. We have prizes.
Yes, we do have prizes.
Yes, so
Because I won.
you get my favorite icon flashlight.
You have no
Yeah.
idea. This is
Pat-
awesome.
Pappy went to Harbor Freight today, okay? You get Victoria Scott's incredible book, We Deserve This. It's a transfeminative lookbook.
Yes.
That she,
with cars.
yes.
It's fantastic.
It's amazing. Yes. Yeah, and you get a
I
big...
deserve this.
You, Meredith, we're bearing the lead. You used to have a Saab
Vegan.
Vigan.
I
You
did.
get
Same color as yours.
See, the best car. You get a
forgot
vegan
you
mug.
had
Don't put it in the microwave. I don't know what it's made of. For real, it gets weird.
exciting.
It gets weirdly hot in the microwave when you buy mug. The mugs you get at Walgreens on the you print it yourself.
Yeah.
Don't microwave them.
Why is a ceramic mug magnetic?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So don't do that. Okay.
My
Ian,
Geiger counter is going crazy ever since I got
Yes.
this mug.
by accepting the mug, we are not liable for any ill effects.
Liability for the mug.
Thank you, Meredith.
Thank you, Meredith. Yeah.
All right, some would say whoop whoop.
I love it. You would be the best juggalo.
I would be the worst joker.
I don't know if you've never tried.
Yeah.
That's true. Todd, you don't
There
know.
you go.
You don't know me.
There you go. Ian, we've never...
This is Fago in here. It says Coors. It's actually Fago.
Yes. Yes. I'm here for it. Okay. So we have another license plate game.
Yeah.
Should we do one of mine?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Any volunteers? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Brandon, let's do this. Okay. Yes. Oh God, I have so much stuff to do on this computer, and it's trying so hard
It's
right now.
the little
everybody.
hamster is running.
It
you
is.
Can see it. Just
Yeah,
the smoke is coming
2017
out.
MacBook Pro is getting warm like a Walgreens mug in the microwave. Okay. Dave,
While
license-
we're waiting for Dave to figure out his hamster wheel laptop, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Brendan.
Yeah. How do we know each other?
We've been around. I think I met you guys first at the press driving thing in person, but I
Yes.
started watching you guys during COVID, actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
When
And
there was-
you are you are editor in chief of Shift Magazine, right?
We're calling me a founder now. We
calling you
let
founder?
other people
Ooh.
do the editing, but
Fantastic.
yeah, Shift Colorado Magazine. We're a little magazine that does some digital magazine things. We're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all fun here. It's
We're
good.
all fun here.
That's what fun people say.
All right, so we're going to do another license plate game. You are going to be playing with me. Dave created this one.
Brendan,
Dave.
you have the choice of food-themed plates or guys and girls.
I'm a big fan of food. Let's get the calories out.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Here we go, everybody. All right. Oh, God, my poor little...
Oh, boy.
Okay.
What kind of food
Did
does
somebody
the owner of a
buy one of
Solterra
those?
eat? Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
Ian's making a very surprised remark at the, what is that? That's the Subaru EV, right?
Yeah, the
The
Solterra. right?
Solterra.
Yeah.
It's called?
How do you remember the name of that?
I don't know. Because I walk around with poor selling Subaru names in my head, like Tribeca and
Yeah.
yeah, and then the SV. Yeah. That
Wow.
Yeah. So you and Ian are working on
So
this
that's
one together.
that's a thing, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have like big flops. They do those real well. Okay, so
So
we've got a white Solterra.
white Solterra at the top.
Yeah,
We got are we going with maroon or is that black?
That's black.
That's black.
Oh, I also saw maroon.
Oh,
so-
did you? Oh, no. It is, yeah, that is a black one.
Okay,
I think I have a red one in the other one.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then
And we've got a
Wait, am I
reverse-
colorblind and just now learning this? 500
way to learn.
episodes in, this is a great time to learn it.
Big truce here.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh my god,
Oh wow.
I just now noticed the plates.
Yeah, go ahead, read them.
8 gravy 8.
Uh-huh.
8 gravy 8. That's a crazy thing. Okay, haggis with a 1 for the I, and then ham.
How great would that have been if there was a BMW in here? Just ham.
So I will say I can't see the word ham without. There's a great Patton Oswalt bit where he talks about like seeing somebody order all the ham, and my wife and I cannot talk about ham without going, "Give me all the ham," which is a thing from his bit. So that's all. Anyway.
I think of Tracy Jordan's wife in 30 Rock going, they like the way I say ham. Ham. Yeah.
Another good one.
So are we game for some zoomies and enhancies here?
Absolutely. I'm glad you asked.
And enhances.
I think we got a zoomy and enhancy on the Traverse.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, GMC Traverse.
That feels like a hammy car to me.
Okay.
Oh, and it's Iowa.
It's Iowa?
I feel like Iowa is a ham state.
There is a sticker on the windshield, on the rear window.
Yeah.
Do you know what it
Ham
says?
is the state vegetable of Iowa. Not a lot of people know that.
There's a silly goose on board.
Yep, there is. They have a sticker that says silly goose on board.
Okay, I mean this is giving ham to me.
This is giving me ham.
This is serving ham. I think as the kids say.
Big ham energy coming from this one.
Big ham energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Easter is served.
Okay, so I feel like you guys are locking in on ham for that one.
How do you
What
feel
do we
about
got
the
here?
ham?
Oh, this is hold on. Is that a Packers thing? What does that
Yes,
say?
it is a Green Bay Packers
Okay.
license plate frame.
They also love ham.
They also love ham. This is.
Yeah. We're doubling up on the Midwest ham eaters.
Yeah.
But they also love gravy.
They do love gravy.
Like,
Has a dumber conversation. And we made that happen.
Yeah.
We made that happen.
we paid money to make
They
that happen.
do
actually.
like ham. And you just have that one sentence just dropped out of nowhere. Have you heard of these guys, the apexadjacent podcast? You may know them from memorable quotes, such as "They do like ham."
They do be eating ham.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's not much to go on there.
so you got Green Bay, and you've got a very nothing about the car.
Yeah. Very, very pedestrian.
I would say the haggis of cars almost.
The haggis of cars.
Really? Okay.
And then this thing.
I'm getting big gravy vibes from this, but I'm thinking like a country gravy with the flour. You make the roux.
Yeah.
This has got big gravy energy.
Okay.
You think so, Ian? You feel
okay.
it?
I think I might disagree with you. So
Yeah?
I think I'm getting haggis vibes from this.
You're getting haggis vibes from the Solterra.
Because I think if you're an American who's into haggis, you're a little off kilter.
Sure.
Right? You're a little like
Kilter.
I meant to do that.
You get an icon flashlight. Thank you. Well done, Ian.
Good heckles earn prizes.
Yeah, I should have bought more of those. Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're a little bent. So, and then this is a weird choice of car.
Possibly from Europe, and like you're like, you know what? I
Could
need
be.
any EV available.
Could be. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're sitting in the last Starfighter's butthole when you're sitting in that car. I don't know why that seems like a thing, but it is.
Yeah.
I went to the Toyota dealership.
I mean, who among us hasn't been in the last Starfighter's butthole, right?
Right?
They were out of BZ4Xs, so this'll do.
Yes. Right? Yeah.
Okay, I can see it. I can see it.
So I think I'm kind of thinking, and we can have different answers too,
Sure.
but I think I'm going haggis on the Subaru. I'm going gravy on the Civic, and then I'm going ham on the whatever the last one was. The Traverse with the silly goose sticker.
Okay.
I'm
That's
going
what I
to
think.
flip-flop them. I'm still going to stick with Solterra as my gravy guy. Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
All right.
But we agree on the Traverse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ham.
That is a
Okay.
hammy car.
Yeah, absolutely.
What if the gravy is infinity gravy infinity?
Oh. Yeah. I want nonstop gravy.
Wow.
And a visit with my cardiologist. Yeah. So, Ian. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you. What does he win?
You don't win anything. I'm sorry. No, you win. You win Racing with Rich Energy. This is Elizabeth Blackstock and Alanis King's book.
About the rise and fall of Haas.
Yes.
At the very first Haas team.
Yeah, their sketchy affiliation with a weird energy drink company. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
Rich Energy.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, and so our buddy Jacob sent in 8 Gravy 8 or Infinity Gravy Infinity, right? Yeah. Thank you. And
You
then
saw the haggis one.
I saw haggis.
Did you get a glimpse of the driver?
No. Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
They silently peeled away from me. Yeah.
And just all you could hear was bagpipe music.
Yes. Yeah.
Flavors.
Right? Yes. Right? Yeah, and then our buddy Ben sent in ham.
Oh, Ben, that's the plate of the year.
Right?
That is fantastic.
Right? You know the person at the DMV was like, I wish I could waive the fees for this, you magnificent bastard. Yeah, amazing.
We've joked a lot on the show about like how like insane people are with their vanity plates and how Dave wishes we could form like a SEAL Team 6 type intervention crew to just like bust through the ceiling tiles at the DMV and like punch someone out and be like, no, you're not getting that.
Yes. Yeah.
Tesla owner, you're not getting that.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, some oil pun? Great. Yeah.
No one's done that before. No gas, really?
Yes.
But I think if we saw that, we would bust through the ceiling just to shake that person's hand.
Oh, absolutely. I'd give them an icon flashlight. Harbor Freight, please sponsor us. Yeah. Yeah, so besides our Mission Impossible descent into the DMV and subsequent arrest, right? What are some other things that have stood out to you over the course of 500 episodes of doing this silly goose show, this ham of a show, if you will?
I think one thing is that I only remember doing maybe 3 of these. Willingly anyway. And then, but I do think car stanza is the thing.
Oh, we need to get into that.
Yeah. So car stanza is a term we coined to talk about basically up badging your car or rebadging your car or making your car look like something that it's not. And it's based on the idea of George Costanza saying it's only a lie, or it's not a lie if you believe it.
Right.
So yeah, that Kia Sorento is a BMW if you believe it is.
Right. Yeah. People that put Jaguar badges on that one Hyundai from 15 years ago that kind of looked like a Jaguar S type.
If you had been hit on the head,
right,
or something. Yeah.
But this is a thing that people do.
Yes.
Right? And it causes us to lose productivity at work the next day because we will not stop Googling, is that really where a W12 badge is on a Phaeton?
Yeah. Oh, God, I forgot about that. There was it was the S-Class.
Yep, with the V12 badge.
There was one several years ago where we saw an S600 that was not an S600.
Supposedly.
And we went round and around and around, Googling, that was one of our shows, was basically us just Googling on air, where does the V12 badge go on an S600?
Yeah, Google loves it when you ask questions like that, right? Also, I owe my employer at least a day of work just because of that situation.
Yeah,
but yeah, car stanzas, I
think the crowning achievement one that we featured several years ago is the minivan that somebody tried to make into a Jaguar.
Yes.
But they didn't half-ass it. They whole-assed it.
Yes.
And it's one of those things that and I think we actually showed it to we had Doug DeMiro on the show and we showed it to him, and I think I said to him that it's one of those things where your first thought is oh well, that's ridiculous, and then you look at it some more and you're like, oh no, this person put a lot of time and effort and money into this.
Yeah.
They're insane.
Yeah. They found a second ass and have double-assed it.
Yeah. We have that picture.
We actually do, yeah. You guys, I apologize, or you're welcome for seeing this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're ever going to see anything quite like this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Audience reaction. Yeah.
Accurate. That's the correct reaction. Good job. You all win flashlights.
Ian, I only have one more flashlight and I know who's getting it.
But the thing is, if you look, the hood is a Jaguar hood, right? Because they did the hood different too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's wild.
So the rest of the show is just going to be us sitting in silence, staring at this picture. Yeah. But the fact that like we have a place to talk about these weird things. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
and people send them to us
yes.
because this was a listener who sent this to us
Yeah.
and then infected our nightmares for the next 3 weeks.
We'll get to that nightmare infection because that actually happened. But like so many times we see things like this BMW. Oh no, that's the Kia. Oh God, that's the Kia. Don't look. Okay, here we go. Here's the BMW X1. Okay, all right. So we're all familiar with X1s. Is that an M? Really? They got this like they got the Temu version of an M badge where like you order the thing and think it's going to be like this, but it's like this, and they just Bob's going to put this on the back of his X1 today.
And it's also not where it goes.
Right.
It's not not only not the right badge, it's not where it goes.
Right.
Even if it was the right badge.
Yeah. You know, we have a lot of opinions about cars, and like sometimes we worry like, are we being over the top or like extra with our opinions?
Yeah.
I think like the way that like we could unite against the aliens in the movie Starship Troopers, we can unite against crazy people putting tiny X1 badges or tiny M badges on their X1.
That's true. We just show them this. We look at this shit.
Right.
They're the first ones.
Yeah.
They're the first ones to be probed, please.
Right. Yes. Yeah. We had this amazing BMW sent to us a while ago. And if you're going to BMW, your BMW, you want to start with a Dodge Dakota. Dakota.
I love the fake halos.
There are so many things. This is like a Renaissance painting.
Yes.
Because the more you look at it, the more you see. It's not just that they put, I don't know, O-rings, like piston rings
I think
on the headlights.
those are like my wife's hair ties. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Right. It's not just that they figured out how to make BMW wheels fit on a Dodge Dakota.
because those are BMW.
Those are legitimate wheels.
BMW didn't do a 6-lug. Yeah.
Oh, well, did they not on like the X5?
I don't think so.
Would they have on the X5? Would the X5 have?
See, this is why we lose days of productivity.
Siri.
Those are Dutch Dakota wheels.
You think so?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
went ham with the badges.
Yeah, they did.
I guess I never noticed that Dodge Dakota wheels look passably like BMW wheels.
See, that's the craftsmanship that's gone into this. Look at the grill.
That grill took effort.
It did.
It did.
Yeah.
Make that happen.
Yeah.
Look at the color matching.
Yeah.
Yeah, panel gaps.
And then
Yes, some. Very. Yeah. See, Ian's Googling.
amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you, Ian.
Yeah.
Thank you, audience, Ian.
Yes.
There's also, they did all of this while handicapped, obviously.
Yeah.
And there's a giant
Stuffed chimpanzee.
stuffed chimpanzee in the passenger seat. So he's got a friend. So it's great.
We're not going to ask any questions.
No.
We're just going to move quickly away from this
Things are
individual.
great. And I also like that this picture was taken while this person was clearly getting ready to fill up.
Yeah.
And
Right?
you got to take it and run.
So this played out in horrifying spectacle, like horror movie. I was driving on 25, and I think I got off at Bellevue, right? And I see something in my mirror, and the uncanny valley, like when we're so attuned to like seeing something that is just not quite right,
Yeah.
that I had to take a picture of it in my rear view mirror. This is when I had my Infiniti. Okay, that is me taking a picture of the rear view mirror and then somehow managing to focus in on this silver car there.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't look quite right.
Donna.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then I have to get in traffic near this person. I have to. And I get close enough that I can see them in my rearview mirror on the passenger side, as you can see, right?
Yeah.
My intern stretches their arm across and gets this photo. But it is a Kia Sorento with some kind of weird beak grill to make it look like a BMW X5.
Yeah.
And
It looks like you saw a Rover with a concussion.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
That's a Rover. That is less BMW than more like Rover 75
yeah.
front end.
Yeah. So we had to do investigation on the show to
did.
find out what was going on with this. And it turns out there was an individual that was making these and selling them. And I wanted to punch this person in the brain. I may have said their real email on the podcast episode at the time. Yeah. And when I introduced this on the show, I had a dream about this the night before. It crossed the plane of reality into my dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just woke up in a sweat. A kidney grill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Sorrento.
I mean, so you're welcome, everyone.
That's true. That's true. It is better than looking at an M4.
Oh, wow. That is
agree
a
with you.
take.
BMW with a really long warranty.
That's pretty good.
Fixed it.
Yeah.
Fixed
pretty
the
good.
only problem.
Wow. Yeah. So car stanzas, yeah, critical element of the show.
Yeah,
Right?
I think what we're learning is we're just very we're really honed in on the market of like car enthusiasts with like head injuries, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
bad decision making. That's what
Right.
we're obsessed with.
This person decided to spend money on their car, right? Or
Which we
this
support.
Right. Yeah, you put the eyelashes on your car, we're
Right.
into it. Awesome.
Love
Right? You lower it, you slam it so that maybe you can't drive over a sheet of paper and you have a 2004 Volkswagen R32 that cracks oil pans left and right every
They're
time
just
you move
expensive oil changes. Don't worry about it.
it. You know, we're behind all of that.
Yeah.
Right? But man, you're testing my patience. Bert or whatever your name was. I think it was Jacob. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Ian, you often have to manage my emotional states on the show
Sometimes, yes.
all the time, right? I go to dark places like this, right? And you bring things to the show through your friends or through what you find that bring me out. They're the amuse-bouche. They're my palate cleanser,
Okay.
right?
I don't know where this is going, everyone.
It's going with pictures that your friend Chris would send you.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. My good friend, Chris, who I've known for a very, very long time. He used to work at...
I'm sorry, I have to close this goddamn tab. I'm going to use the excuse my little computer can't take it right now, but oh my God.
One of my favorite things that we did on the show is my friend Chris used to work at car dealerships, and he was the service manager for a while at a Mercedes dealership in Oklahoma City. And he would send us, we called them Chris batches of things that just rolled into the shop. It was his version of just
Yeah.
rolled into the shop. Now, Chris also has a really particular sense of humor. He used to drive customers around and give them fake tours of the city and with like fake facts. And one of the best one was he would point to an abandoned building that was like an old abandoned warehouse. He was like, "You see that? That used to be a hotel." Yeah, that's where Nixon laid low for a while after Watergate. Not true at all. Not at all. Not even close to true. Nixon didn't lay low after Watergate. And also, he had never been to Oklahoma City, as far as we could tell.
Yeah.
But that's the sort of tours that he would give to his customers as he was like driving them around in their loaner cars. And so, yeah, he would send us things. What are you going with first?
We're going with beans first, Ian.
Oh, beans, yes.
Okay. So yeah, we would just show these on the show. And this is a Chris batch.
So someone dropped their car off for like a all-day service and had the only groceries that they had in the car was just that can of beans, which is the size of a small child. I mean, honestly, it should be in the back seat in like a booster or something.
Yes.
By law.
It looks like they were gnawing on it. Either that or Chris was.
Yeah, there's something was
They
happening.
don't pay the service managers well. He needed protein.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Booty and Pizza also came from him.
It did. But a characteristic is the Chris face
Right.
in the Chris batches.
Yeah.
It's-
And it's a face that says, "You deal with this now."
My problem is now our problem. Yeah. Yeah. Someone took their car in for service and left some raw meat on the passenger seat. You know, there's no perforations in that seat. There's no seat coolers. This is, unless you're trying to slowly cook it and give everyone, including our dear Chris, food poisoning. This is not something you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suboptimal is what I would say.
You know, and Chris was like, I think he had a Colorado visitor show up to the dealership in their Volkswagen, Ian.
I know. Yes.
One hitter in the cup holder.
Yeah.
Hey.
In Oklahoma, I might add.
Yeah.
And this is a few years ago before that was legal.
Yeah.
So that was a bold choice. But of course, it was a GTI owner. God damn it.
Yep. You know, like there would be odd placement of spare parts. If you are taking a part to the dealer, right? And then maybe like that part's kind of dirty, right? You'd put it in the trunk.
Maybe put it in a plastic bag or something?
No.
Or no.
Just raw dog a spare tire straight into the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Carlos like right now.
Wait, we zoom out. Yeah.
Meredith, is that you?
Yeah.
I've been Chris this whole time.
Yeah. So, and then Chris did send us somebody that truly had life figured out.
Yeah. This is the secret to everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They have a windshield sticker that just says booty and pizza.
I mean, that's the answer to everything.
Right?
It's booty and pizza. And I also appreciate that it's on a Mustang, and that window sticker is one on the windshield and two facing the direction that you would face if you were, it's not so you could like, it's not reversed if you were like in an ambulance. It's also the direction that you would be facing if you were, say, I don't know, a pedestrian that was being mowed down by a Mustang.
Out of Cars and Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so at least you go out. I mean, that's just considerate, right? If you're going to mow down a pedestrian, have them go out on a positive note.
Right.
I do like booty and pizza.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Chris Batches, thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
It's a unfortunately retired segment.
Yes.
Probably good for Chris's mental health and career path. But yeah.
He actually sadly died from food poisoning after he ate that meat.
Oh, I thought you were going to say after he ate booty.
No. That would have revived him.
Yeah. Pink eye, it's fine.
You get a plus one. You get a one up if you eat booty and pizza.
Yeah. You know, and as we were kind of digging through the Apex Adjacent, previously Team Clear Coat folder, you know, we found like a text that we think, I mean, may have started this all.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah. Back in the day, oh God, where's the picture? It's downloading. Ian, the cloud.
This is what started it all. So for anyone who doesn't know, we weren't always called Apex Adjacent. What you want to do is you want to start a podcast and then change the name, because everybody really likes that.
Yeah, have it be a weird name at first, and everyone thinks you're like an automotive paint podcast.
Yeah. So we were originally called Team Clear Coat, and it was because of this track day that we did together. It was our very first track day together. Mm-hmm. We brought our two semi-beater cars, I would say, to the track. And we rented the awning, the carports, and because we're high rollers like that, right? Obviously,
a 1997 Saab, yes, deserved a roof.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't show me the sun. But on either side of us, it was like Porsche, Lotus, Porsche, BMW, right? Like these beautiful, very high dollar cars, and then we were here too, and. So we were like, oh, look, this is the Team Clear Coat part of the paddock, because both of our cars had peeling clear coat to a pretty severe degree. Mine still actively peels. I can see pieces of it fly off as I drive down the road to this day.
I made the mistake of, like, while you were traveling once, I didn't. What did I do? Did I go over to your house and start your car to run it for a while?
Something like that.
I was like, I'm going to wash Ian's car. He's going to come home to a clean car. It lost so much freaking clear coat in that car wash. I felt so bad about it. I have a Ziploc of some of it in my office at home. And every now and then, I just mail some of it to a listener when I throw a sticker in the mail. I sent some to Finland. There's pieces of your clear coat in New Zealand.
In New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, Ian. Yeah.
You know where there's not pieces of clear coat? On my car.
Yeah. Ian, it's
unfortunate.
only going to go up in value, buddy.
Right.
Yeah, this is the worst NFT ever. Yeah. But, you know, like as we kind of like figured out like who we were in the car space, the kind of people we wanted to make fun of.
That's probably more important.
Yeah, so this is a real text that Ian sent me back in what, 20...
I think we determined it was like 2015 or 2016.
Yeah, Ian's in white.
10 years ago.
I'm in green. This is when I was still a light mode boy before Apple gave us dark mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wonderful gift that is dark mode.
But yeah, basically, I was at a bagel shop. I was at Moe's, I believe, in Denver. And someone in pajama pants with a beard and a man bun walked in.
Yeah.
And I said, guess what he's driving? Hint, you're wrong. And you know what? Dave was not wrong. He fucking nailed it on the first goddamn try. It was a G-Wagon, and I was like, oh my God, I think we're in love.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you... Ian is so wonderful with emotions. Getting an all caps text from him is...
That's true.
Yeah, like praise from a mother.
That's
Yeah.
true. Usually an all caps text results in some sort of like welfare check from law enforcement.
Yeah.
For me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, what else can we do other than start a podcast?
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, we've had some amazing things over the years, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think that I'd love to do some more license plate games.
Yeah, I think let's do another license plate game. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we on time?
We are, oh God, yeah, we're good. We have about 10 minutes.
Great.
Yeah. I'm
Does
going to
anyone else want to play?
I'm going to download
Ian,
the pictures.
Come on up.
Oh God.
Do you want to do your other one?
Yeah, we'll do mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's Team Ian.
Team Ian.
We're seeing this eye to eye.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking Goofy movie.
Ian, introduce yourself.
I am new listener / other Ian / audience Ian.
Yeah, we keep calling you new listener Ian.
Yeah.
Like in 7 years, you're going to be previous listener Ian.
Oh yeah, well no, I'll just for perpetually new listener Ian.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, I started listening from the Tempest shout out.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to David Obuchowski and Tempest,
at
the
Spotspark.
actual best podcast,
Yeah.
best automotive podcast around.
If you're downloading a podcast,
Yeah.
Tempest. If you're downloading 2 podcasts, The Smoking Tyrant. No. Okay, Ian, this one is called Guys and Girls.
That's Ian's.
Ian's, yes. Like attorneys general.
Ian's general.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Oh, my God.
That's red, right? I'm not
They're all-
colorblind?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. All right. What do we got up top? That is a Ford.
Yeah. Here,
X
let's
something.
Yeah, let's see if we can do a little zoomies and enhances on that because
Yeah, it's hitting an Edge. Okay.
Yeah,
that's an Edge.
Ford Edge. Everybody loves them.
With Ontario plates.
Yeah.
Okay. In that like weird beigey green thing
Yeah.
that Ford has. Okay.
Oh, Ford Edges.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My least favorite Edge.
No one's edging here. All right, and then we've got. I was gonna say I'm always amazed when I see a Trans Am that hasn't been crashed, but
No. No. Unfortunately, you haven't seen one tonight. 'Cause
I
that
have
one's
not.
definitely been crashed.
Yes.
there's a few different colors going on, and there's also some missing trim and
Panel gap that make a Tesla blush.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of winking at me, like what's happening with the hood alignment here?
I like that you think it's like, hey, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't
How about 300 horsepower and rear wheel drive?
Yeah.
I think it's actually the headlight alignment. I think it's
It
the
could be.
headlight
Oh,
that's,
you might be
bent in
right.
There, yeah.
You might be right.
Because it looks like the hood's lined up with the fender.
Yeah. If a Trans Am was going to wink at you, this generation Trans Am, which is this 4th gen, right? 4th gen?
Yeah. Late 4th gen.
Yeah, late 4th gen, which, I mean, again, those like all the WS6s are in trees, I'm convinced.
Yes.
But I feel like if it was going to wink at you, it'd be like, hey, you want to like You want to drink some wine coolers and hit on our cousins?
It's got a Georgia plate, not an Alabama plate.
Okay, true.
First one to touch a cop's gun gets $20.
That's Georgia. Yeah, there you go.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, there's some tomfoolery happening.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, I love the absence of mirror covers. They were like,
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that.
yeah, those
wow.
are still on order from eBay or something. Like,
Right.
maybe they couldn't get them in the color they wanted. I don't know. Yeah. Also, I love that you think it's winking at you. Like, yeah.
I think it's a lazy guy.
I didn't see it until he mentioned it. Now I can't unsee it.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So that's,
With a bucktooth grin.
and then we've got another Civic. You keep giving us Civics with nothing to go on.
There's a whole bunch of tint and it's red.
That's true.
The last one was an Accord.
No, it was also a Civic, right?
Don't make my poor little computer pull up the image.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm
it's good.
probably
It's good.
wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It is a Honda.
All right. Let's look at
Okay.
the plates. You want to read the
Yeah,
plates for us?
So we got Hype Man, It Girl, GURL, and Soap Guy.
Soap guy. Oh my God. Soap guy.
Soap guy.
Okay. So one
That
of
is
these.
a
Oh yeah. We should
clean
also point out one of these people is Canadian.
Yeah.
So there's that to think of as well. Do we think it's It Girl or IT Girl?
Ooh.
Right? Because I think that makes a big difference.
It does.
Stephen King enthusiast or network engineer.
Scary either way.
Yeah.
Clown makeup or thigh highs.
Okay, I've got one. Oh, Soap Guy is really fucking me up. I gotta tell you, I am so confused by Soap Guy.
I stand soap guy. Yeah. It smells nice.
It smells nice.
Yeah.
I also like a guy who uses soap.
Well,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, so maybe this is a dating profile. This is a. This is a less.
I'm looking for a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Long walks on the beach was too far, too
Yeah.
much to put. Yeah.
Want to find Soap Guy.
Yeah.
Long baths in my shower.
I mean, I have one thought of one where one of these goes. Would you
Yeah.
have anything?
I'm kind of drawing a blank. I'd like to hear what you say.
I think Hype Man is on the Trans Am.
Yeah.
I just feel like that is an unearned confidence car, right? Like that, and especially in the state that it's in. I
I
think
have to be a little bit careful because the guy I bought my motorcycle from is a good friend of mine, and he drove a Trans Am pretty much just like this, except it was all one color.
okay,
So I have to be really careful what I say, but I think I agree with you.
but everything you're saying.
His
is correct.
confidence was entirely earned,
Okay.
but he was definitely very confident in driving. So.
I'm just going to say that before, when that was red, before it got to red and black,
Yeah.
the sentence "Hey, watch this" was said.
Oh,
Right.
oh no!
That's how it. That's how it ended up that way.
Hold my beer.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm pretty I'm feeling pretty good about Hype Man being on the Trans Am. What do you think?
I think that sounds right.
Okay.
And then I think I'm getting IT girl vibes off the Ford.
Okay.
I can't explain it. It just feels like a gut feeling.
okay.
See, and I'm going back and forth because I think you're right. I think if it's IT Girl, it's the Ford. But if it's It Girl,
no.
I think maybe it's the Civic.
Meredith is given a firm hit.
No girl would drive that car. It's hideous.
So I think I'm seeing It Girl with just that level of tint on the Civic. And I think it's It Girl, not IT Girl. I don't know. What do you think?
But then that would mean Soap Guy on the Ford.
Maybe that's how he transports his soap. I don't know.
You know, he is Canadian.
And he's
Canadians
Canadian.
Are very clean mouthed, soap clean.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
okay.
maybe I could kind of see that. I don't know. I feel like it's It Girl on the Ford, or IT Girl on the Ford, and then Soap Guy, I guess, would be on the. But Soap Guy on the Honda doesn't feel right. But man.
I mean, I think at least
All
we can
right,
agree
all right.
that
I
Soap
think-
Guy is not on the Trans Am.
No, agreed. Right. That
start
car
there,
is
work
driven
back.
by a man who has not washed his nether
His ass.
regions.
He hasn't washed his ass. Yes.
Ever.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a pits and hair situation for this individual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The water runs down there. It's fine.
You want me to wash my legs for this?
Right.
You know, now that you say IT girl, that I didn't consider, I feel like the Civic is more of an IT person car.
It's true. It is.
Like that is, I've seen that car in my work parking lot.
Yeah. Okay.
And okay. So I'm going to go Ford with the Soap Guy, Trans Am with Hype Man, and Honda with IT girl.
I think that's it. Now that I've convinced you, I'm going to change my answer. No. I think we send it. I think that's it. I think we got it. I'm
Hedge our
feeling
bets.
good. I'm feeling good. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to turn this way. And
Ian's like as if you're bowling and you threw the ball and you're hoping for a strike.
Oh yeah.
You did it, Ian.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Dan, our Canadian listener, for sending in Soap Guy.
I love that we have
I still
one Canadian
don't get
listener.
Soap Guy. That's just such a weird.
Accent, maybe it's different.
Yeah, there's
Soap Guy.
We talk a lot about because we do a lot of vanity plates, obviously, and so we talk a lot about how like vanity plates either want me or make me want to learn everything there is to know about this person. Like I think Soap
Yep.
Guy, I want
Yeah.
to know, and then
Yeah, we should have
led-
invited
what
Soap
led to
Guy
that?
tonight.
we should have invited Soap
Yeah.
Guy. Or you're like, I got everything I need
From Hype Man.
Right. I know exactly
Yep.
who you are.
Yep.
That's the vanity plate that says, we're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're good.
Yep.
We're
Oh
done
no,
here.
yeah, that makes sense. I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, a nice to meet you fist bump. I'll talk to you. Yeah. Okay. And then
girl.
IT girl.
We did it.
Yeah. I kept thinking about IT girl. Oh yeah, that's got to be it.
Right?
Well,
that
and
is,
Yeah.
yeah.
IT girl or it girl. I think it works on both.
I think so. And yeah, Jesse sent in Hype Man. Yeah, so thank you, Dan, and thank you, Jesse. Absolutely.
That is a fantastic spot. Great
yeah,
job, Jesse.
Right? Jesse snagged some amazing plates. So
Dan, go track down Soap Guy and find out
Yeah.
everything.
yeah, send
we
send
gotta
my
learn.
email address. Dan,
Special
tell
guest.
Soap Guy just to dial 303. Yeah. Yeah. Ian, wonderful job. We have prizes for you too. Woo. Okay. Have you read Go Like Hell?
I have not.
This book is really, really good. So this is what like Ford versus Ferrari was based off of.
Oh shoot.
It's really, really good.
You have a non-microwavable vegan mug.
Again, do not put it in the dishwasher
I will not.
Yes.
or put any drinks in it.
Yeah, whatsoever.
Yeah.
But thank you, Ian.
Thank
you
you.
did an amazing job.
Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Woo! Ian, we didn't talk about this before we started recording.
Right.
But I want to give an icon flashlight, which I feel is like a fantastic gift,
That's a great gift.
right? To the person that I feel like had my most memorable sim session here at the Denver Racing Social.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you behind this?
I am 100%.
See, this is good podcast relationship, right? Like I go somewhere, you're right there.
right. Sandwiches. Oh wait, sentences.
Yes.
Eric, come on up.
Get up here, Eric. Get your goddamn icon flashlight.
Yay!
Now, if you step behind the mic, now officially a repeat guest.
Repeat.
Yeah. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Eric, formerly of Haggerty in
Yeah.
the Blanket Fort.
Yep.
Episode 190, I had to look it up today. I didn't know how far back I had to go, but back when it was Team Clearcoat as well.
That's true. Yeah.
Pre-name change.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Yeah.
right. Oh man, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I left the depths of your basement and did not feel accosted. I felt better about myself when I left, so
Part therapy,
was a win.
part car talk.
and that's the reason I'm here tonight. Another invite? Why not?
we
It went
appreciate
so well
it.
the first time.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Of
Thank
course.
you. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate
And you've never done a full motion racing sim before.
No,
Right?
it was clear. I spun around a lot.
We did. Well, that would be wild if you were like, no, I actually do that every day. You should feel way worse by saying that. Dave.
Partially offended about your Trans Am comments. I am a Trans Am owner.
That's
so
true. That's true.
I have
Well,
been
but not a
ditches-
fourth gen. You're
You're
not
not
a
a
fourth.
screaming chicken.
Yeah, well, it's all white trash. It doesn't matter. It's all the same family. So It's all good. Don't worry.
I just appreciate that you heard full motion sim, and you're like, how many motions does
All of
that
them.
mean? 'Cause I want to try all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. I got my money's worth.
You were the only one to roll the car.
Did I roll? Yeah, I missed that.
Did he roll? I thought you rolled.
It was nearly.
It's probably when I had my eyes closed, I think.
Well, there's your problem.
All right.
You're supposed to keep your eyes open.
Not dead. It's all good. Thank you, though.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Congrats on 500.
Well, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Yeah,
Well
really
done.
appreciate it. Yeah, and thank you everybody for hanging with us for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are we wrapping it up?
I think we're wrapping it up, Ian.
I think we done it. I think we done did a car show.
Yeah.
Everybody, thank you guys so much for actually coming out in like meat space and
Yeah.
breathing our germs and all that sort of stuff, and hanging out and doing some sim racing with us.
Yeah, and Andrew, thank you so much for hosting us and,
Yes.
and providing all the things that we needed to make this happen and to give us a good time.
Yeah, if you're in Colorado, Denver Racing Social,
Yeah.
come do some full motion sim racing with your friends. It is a blast.
Yeah.
It's super fun, and it's just like a cool place to hang out.
That's all we're going to be talking about in episode 501.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it's going to be a full interview with Soap Guy.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be like an audit of my finances to see how many more times I've been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, thank you so much,
Yes.
everyone.
Everyone, thank you. Everyone, give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah. Ian, thank you for putting up with me for 500 episodes. It was fantastic, man.
Yeah, it's been a struggle. Yeah, thank you as well, and 500 more.
There we go.
Everyone, thank you. We love you. Goodbye.
There we go.